Hi guys, Carson Wernimont here. I've had a lot of people ask me questions after the World Championship about what I went through as far as my AKA tire selection and how the track changed throughout the event with the rain rounds and all the craziness that went on in the center through qualifying. So I'm here to give you an in-depth look about my AKA tire selections and the track conditions throughout the whole event.
Pick up fourth place driver from the Mugen camp, Mr. Carson Wernimont.
This would be huge if Carson can do this well. It's an accomplishment already to make the World Championship final for this young driver driving for Mugen from the United States.
When we showed up at the track, the first thing we did, we go and walk the track like you do at every race. The first initial insights on the track was that the track was very, very hard. It was very abrasive, and we could tell from the texture on the track it was going to be super high traction. So I knew personally that I wanted to have a nice hard tire, like a medium compound tire, in a nice beefy tread pattern like an enduro, a catapult, or an impact, and then even possibly run a stiffer foam like a black foam, give the car a nice solid feel. First impressions running on the track was the track had a lot of traction. It was the highest grip track I've ever run on in my life. The first tire I went out there on was a medium enduro, which was a very solid choice right off the bat. My car is real stable, easy to drive. When qualifying started, I was settled on my choice with medium catapults. I ran black foam, and then I ran a wheel disc inside my wheels, make sure everything was nice and stiff. Sharp response times, fast lap times, everything was going great. But around round 4 of qualifying, we had a little bit of rain in the middle of the races, so that made the track really, it kind of made it a little bit sloppy and everything. So I went to a super soft gridiron because the track was so slippery. There's just no traction on the bricks. You're running on wet, so it was the same for everybody. We're just sliding around, and once we did that, it washed away quite a bit of the dirt on the surface, and after it washed away all that dirt, it was pretty much like driving on concrete after that rain stopped for the 6th round of qualifying, and the traction just skyrocketed through the roof. For the main event, I went out on hard enduros with red foam just because the rubber was so hard and that carcass is so hard and everything, we could soften up the foam a little bit. And I knew that we were going to be running on a slick tire around probably the halfway point. And I wasn't worried about that. I was waiting for my tires to get down there because I knew as soon as they got down there, that's when I was going to be clicking my fast laps, which that's exactly what happened. The tires are solid in the beginning. They're safe. Once everything started to heat up, they built some heat in them. They got worn down a little bit. They got down to the slick. You got more surface area on the track. That's when the lap times came around and I started making some moves and moving my way towards the front. Around the 30-minute mark of the race, I could definitely tell that my tires got to their prime condition and that they were at their peak performance. I could definitely tell I was making up some ground on people. Lap times were getting faster, and you could visually see that the tread was knocked off quite a bit of the tire there. And I mean, I could even feel it when I was driving these tires, that they're up to temperature, the tread's gone, I've got as much traction as I needed, and I could just drive around, put in laps.
2 minutes, 45 seconds left to go as we go split screen here, liverc.com. We got Tessman on the left, battle for the final podium position, hot and heavy between Wernimont and McBride. America versus Australia. These guys are both about 17 years old. Drag race. Oh, super dangerous.
That condition, a slick tire was the fastest choice, and lap times prove it. And that's just the direction I went, and it ended up working out pretty well for me.